just talking about the game.
You're whining and crying and moaning,
No,
groaning.
I'm
You
just
got up already.
analyzing what happened.
What's up, guys? This is Owned by Tomater, playing some Capture the Flag on Terminal. If you're watching this on my channel, I've recently been sponsored by You've Been Promoted, and there's gonna be a link in the description. Uh, if you can, for me, I'd like you to check that channel out. Check out some of the other commentators they have on there, and if you like them, subscribe and tell them Tomater sent you. And if you're watching this on You've Been Promoted's channel, what's up? This is Owned by Tomater. I'm gonna tell you, this is my first video on here, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my play style. My play style is straight run and gun. I I have a problem sitting still and camping. It I I get bored fairly easily, so I just run in and kill as many people as possible. It usually works fairly well for me, but especially in this game, I'd like to stress that my KD was like it was like even. I think I went one positive in the very end, which is the reason I usually post team deathmatch videos or free for all videos or something, because on those the objective is to kill people, um, and on an objective game, my I go solely for the objective. I'll be that guy that, like 8 seconds left on search and destroy, four guys on the enemy team. I'm gonna run in and try and get that miracle defuse. Just because I'm very competitive and I don't like to lose. I'd rather I'd rather try and get an extra death than not try and lose. um, so yeah, there's a couple different ways. I'd actually say there's probably three ways you can play capture the flag. Uh, you can camp around your flag so that you can protect it, so that the other team can't get it and run to their base. Um, you can you can slowly and strategically push forward and try like as a team and try to take out the people strategically and then take their flag and run. Or you can go with my approach. That's it's the run and gun style. You rush in there, guns blazing, balls to the walls. Try to take out as few people as you need to, and get their flag and go. Um, I I want to say this isn't my usual setup. The M4 I'm using the M4A1 red dot sight, scavenger, hardline, and ninja. Um, for capture flag, I really recommend a silencer on your gun. And if you're not too big of a fan of like steady aim or one of the other yellow perks, I'd recommend Ninja Pro. Um, that way you make as little noise as possible. But I'm using this setup because I was like 25 kills away from getting FMJ for my M4 and about 10 kill streaks or so away from getting that 10k experience boost for Hardline Pro. So that's why I was using this setup, and I'm gonna blame my failure on this setup, which probably isn't entirely it, because uh, I had a party of 5 and we ran into a party of, I believe, 6 in mosh pit, and immediately when they came in they started talking some crap, and to make matters worse, we played a headquarters, which is probably my weakest game, and we lost. We didn't lose that bad, but we lost, and so they started talking even more crap. So this was kind of like a grudge match. Um, it was kind of our attempt at redeeming ourselves, so that we could back up some of our crap talking that we were talking back to them. As a team, there's a couple different ways that you can play capture the flag. Um, a strategy I see most teams use on capture the flag is they'll cap one flag, and then they'll they'll put like massive defense on their flag, like 4 out of 5 of their guys, or 5 out of 6, or whatever the number is. They'll put they'll put a massive amount of people guarding the flag, making it as difficult as possible for the other team to get it and tie it up with them. Um, so I'm not sure whether to call it a glitch or not. As I'm sure many of you know, there's a care package like glitch type thing. You get a care package, you pull it out, and you hold it in your hand, and whenever you run incredibly fast. I only use this on capture the flag, um, and the reason I don't know if it's a glitch or not, because whenever you have a riot shield, it's obviously heavier, so you run slower, and then you pull out a submachine gun, and you run a little bit faster, and then a pistol, a little bit faster. So, so it only makes sense that you pull out a care package, which weighs like basically nothing, and you run faster. Me and my friend owned by Tater have actually had some discussions about this. Like whether it's overpowered or whatnot. We both agree that it has its advantages and its disadvantages to using it. Um, Disadvantage being you can only knife. I mean, you have to be incredibly close to knife them. The disadvantage or the advantage being you obviously run like Superman. So if your opponent plays on like a pretty low sensitivity, they're gonna have a hard time shooting you because you can dodge and dip and weave and run back and forth and juke them out fairly well. But if they play on a pretty high sensitivity and are halfway decent at aiming, they should really have no problem shooting you. Um, I, I can't really see Infinity Ward making a mistake, making you run that fast since the trend is that way. But I guess it is possible, and I think y'all should try it out, like in case they do patch it. Y'all should try it out on some capture the flag next time y'all play it, and tell me what you think. I'm sure I'm sure some of you have already tried it, and if so, in the comment below, tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you think it should be patched, if it shouldn't, if it's a cheap move, if it should be a glitch. Just tell me what you think about it in a comment below, and that will be my question of the day. Um, so so this entire game, I've been trying for a care package, which I've been failing to do so because they were a party and they were posted up fairly well. Um, and we've done a pretty good job of holding them to a pretty low score. It's 0-1. My team 0, their team 1. Which on capture the flag, that can change pretty quickly. But we're kind of running out of time. We It's the last round and we don't have that much time left. So I'm like this is probably my last chance to get a to get a care package and get a couple caps. So I get my care package, and my friend owned by Tater gets it outside the door, and then he dies. he he starts yelling for anybody to pick up the flag and just go. So JDM picks it up and he runs. He runs as fast as he can, and I protect him in the doorway for a second, and then I die. And again, while trying to protect him, I call in a predator missile, and I find a kind of cool spot on the plane, which I didn't know you could hit right there. Um, but he gets the cap and ties it up. My team doesn't want to settle for a tie, however, because we're we're very competitive and we don't want to go into overtime, which on Capture the Flag is kind of weird. The first time I ever played it, we lost because the, the only thing you have to do on sudden death Capture the Flag is get to their flag and grab it, and the first person to get to their flag and do that wins. So it usually doesn't last very long. So right now, my entire strategy is just run in there, get the flag, and get it back so that we don't tie and have to go into overtime with these guys. Um, right here, I see a couple of guys, and I choose to not take them out since I'm not on the radar anyways. And I take out the guy that was sitting, like, staring at the flag, and then I take it out. I take it back as quick as I can to my base, which takes like 5 seconds. Um, my team goes crazy, and remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, check out my channel. If you're on You've Been Promoted, I'm gonna let you listen to the in-game reactions. Thanks.
Bro, you're fucking bitch. Garbage. Oh, we're good.